the link in the description, right? Martin Goldberg. Um, Someone mentioned this a few weeks ago for me to check out. Shout yourself out, and I will pin your comment. Um, and I checked it out when originally, and it was in my Rolodex of things to cover. Um, this is simple, right? It's a status thing, right? What does it mean to be subject to a planet where the beauty standard is white women and the face of power, wealth, prestige, opulence, and status on planet Earth over, give or take, the past really 3 centuries? If we're not going to talk about the overt conquering of planet Earth by European and white folks over the past 500 some odd years, if we're going to talk about if we're going to talk about the preceding centuries where they solidified that power, and then their face became the face of opulence and status, especially white men. What do you think women of color have been subject to for the past couple centuries, dear Martin Goldberg? Um, you know, Women of color have an inferiority complex. You are correct. Shout out to all you white men who feel a certain way. Thank your white forefathers. Feel a certain way because now you feel like you're stuck between a-hole white women who are going to divorce you within 8 years, or women of color who worship you, but it's kind of cringe. And now you're going to have mixed white black children or mixed white Asian children, with whether that's white South Asian or white East Asian, um, mixed white Latino children, which, by the way, Latin is not a race. That's why they're so racially schizophrenic. Um, Shout out to all you white men who feel a certain way because you feel like you're between a rock and a hard place. Once again, thank your forefathers for that. Um, Especially the rich white elite ones. Yeah. So to Mr. Goldberg, I say, to all of those conservative and racist white dudes, what did you think? And I'm not saying that's who Goldberg is, but what do you think? What did you think was the end result of white colonialization and white dominance on planet Earth was going to be? Your forefathers spoiled white women. White women took white feminism and spread it around the world, and so now all men around planet Earth are effed. The silence is on purpose, everyone. What y'all thought? Undead Chronic, Martin Goldberg. I'm not saying they get along or whatever, but yeah, like what y'all thought? So working class white men might have issues, but like everybody pretty much north of that, what y'all thought? I don't really know what to say to this other than yeah, right? What, the math is mathing here? Like when we do the social math, if white people, white men in particular, have went around the world and spread their ideology, their portrait of a white European surfer dude, hipster, white Jesus, right? Conquered, slaughtered men of other races, subjected the world to their ideals and beauty standards, their economic models, their social hierarchies. What you thought? Huh? So now spoiled brat ass white women don't want to be with average ass white men. So everyone, all races of women are clamoring for elite white men. That even hurts working class white men because when these women of color end up with y'all and you're not elite, that in divorce court she rip you to shreds out of resentment. Haha, that's what you get. Y'all don't call them out when you know they worshiping at the altar of you because you're white, not because you got charisma. Most of you don't. Not because you have rhythm. Most of you don't. Not because you're necessarily good looking. Most of you aren't. Because you're white. Y'all know it. She know it. Y'all both play the game where y'all pretend like you don't know. You hope to smash and get away. Sometimes y'all get caught up. And now what? One argument later, divorce and mixed child later. Huh? Now you got a resentful ass Asian ex-wife. Huh? Now you got Mindy Kaling as an ex-girlfriend, an ex-wife. Oh God. Huh? White men, this is what you get. This is what you thought. What did you think was gonna come from you and your forefathers' ill-gotten gains? Aaron Clary, all of them. What y'all thought? And you watch so many of them, they get right up to the line and they start cringing when because they don't. No one want. Everybody talks about hypergamy all across black manosphere, all non-black manosphere, white manosphere. All these people talk about hypergamy. Everybody screeches to a halt when it starts becoming time to talk race. Men of color feel a certain way because we're men and it doesn't matter. And stop. Get out of your ego. White men don't want to do it because this is woke left culture stuff and just go to the gym and work out and get into IT and STEM and make money and it won't even matter. Shut up. Huh? When it comes time to talk about race as in class, let's grow up, everyone. Let's stop being juvenile. Race as a social class hierarchy. Now everybody starts cringing. This is why there's a black manosphere separate and apart from the white manosphere. Right? Huh? Because this is the part when white men are like, oh, well, that's woke. Yeah, shut up. Huh? Wait. White dudes. Wait. Because we're not doing the peen policing thing here today. What we are saying is eat what your forefathers created out of that project of whiteness. Eat that and shut up about it. Wait, white men, you thought black women and Latina and Asian women were getting with you because of you? Have you seen you? Huh? They're insecure about their nose. Why are they insecure about their nose? Uh-oh. They're insecure about their skin color. Why are they insecure about their skin color? They're insecure about their hair texture. Why are they insecure about their hair texture? So women of color are insecure about their nose, their skin color, their eye color, their hair texture. I wonder, why would that be? Who have we said are the most attractive women on the face of the earth for the past few centuries? And we made sure that everywhere we went on planet Earth, we made sure that we made her super pampered in front of these different women. So black women in Africa got to see these white women under the porch with the fan and the slaves and the servants. South Asian women in India got to be going through a goddamn famine watching British royalty, right, eat up everything, and these white women are being served at the drop of a hat. East Asian women got to watch their men be forced to open up the country in China and in Japan by white men. Indigenous women in North, Central, and South America have to watch the same thing the African women got to watch, which is their women, white women, being served. Because if she's not served, then her white man will come and murder you right now. I wonder why these women of color have an inferiority complex. Huh. Okay, that was hundreds of years ago. I wonder why these women of color have an inferiority complex now. Beauty standard, Margot Robbie. Goddamn, I wonder why these women of color have a inferiority complex now. Wealthiest women on the planet, women of white women. Goddamn. I wonder why these women of color have an inferiority complex now. Huh. It couldn't be because of the Hillary Clintons and the Angela Merkels and the Christine Lagardes of the world. Now, could it? Huh. That's not why. Huh? What's the name of the Italian again? The lady? And then what's the name of the one that ran against what's his name in France last election? It couldn't be because of them. No, I want. Huh? Marie Le Pen in France, and I can't remember the name of the one in Italy. Huh? So white men are just acting dumb. So eat what this come with. You better hope you got the status that that black woman thinks you have. Huh? And deal with the racial schizophrenia from your mixed children too, by the way. The Asian mixed children, the black mixed children. That's both South Asian and East Asian mixed children. When you tell them, no, just be a good person. Did you buy into your own hype? You think that's what America is? You think your mixed Asian child is just going to come up because they're a good person? Okay. I think the councilman gentleman got something to say about that. Oops. Or Daniel Holclaws. Yikes. Huh? Yeah. So I listen to Goldberg, and he didn't say anything particularly antagonizing, although I'm being antagonizing here. But the one thing he made like this kind of throwaway side comment of like, oh, I don't know, and I'm like, you don't sound like a dumb person. Is it that you don't know, or is it that you're ignoring where we are in the history of planet Earth considering human beings, because it makes white men and white adjacent men, white-ish men, kind of cringe. Huh? And I tell y'all, enjoy the vagina. Enjoy it. But when y'all get caught up, know that Mr. Z is doing all of his 5 chuckles. I'm getting all of my 5 chuckle exercise in. Huh? You better believe it. Venom K, you see what I'm saying? And Venom K says, yeah, I kind of get I guess you're trying to say get peeved, but get when white men get mad that feminism spread. You're the origin of the issue, bruh. As it's interesting watching them act like they don't know that elite white men weaponize feminism against everybody, against all men around the planet. Like if we heard about um um them giving what $200 million, at first it was 20 million, but $200 million to Pakistan for quote unquote gender studies or whatever the hell. We heard it in Black Manosphere. Y'all didn't hear about it? Huh? Y'all better check them elite white men, but y'all too cowardly to do it. Number one. Number two, y'all trying to be like them. Oops. Y'all just mad y'all cousins got rich before y'all did. So they get to experience the full power of whiteness. Y'all ain't really trying to challenge them. Y'all trying to be up there with them. Then deal with the consequences. Huh? All them rich, white, greedy ass elite men that y'all trying to be just like, and they're trying to make sure y'all are not. Eat it. So end up with the woman of color, have her put her dreams and aspirations in you, fail at that, and then watch her rip you up in divorce court. Mr. Z be in the background chuckling. Huh? That's all. Nothing to see here. And Compassionate says it was always about class. Now it can't be hidden. It can't be hidden because the women are being so goddamn loud. It can't be hidden because divestors were being so loud. It can't be hidden because Asian women's interracial marriage rate is loud as hell. The fact that American-born Asian women are marrying outside of their race at like 50 some odd percent, almost exclusively to white men, you can't hide it no more. Right? The book The Dating Divide, and in showing women of color and who they respond to first, white men, it can't be hidden anymore. So even though at the margins people are addressing it, they still don't want to go full hog and say what it really is. In this respect, it's not where white women necessarily fit in the racial hierarchy, in the imagination of black men specifically. Some men of color, but black men specifically. It's where white men sit in the imagination of women of color. And then when we speak about that, this is where everybody is would have to moonwalk. That's why they don't want to address it in the first place, because then you're going to have to address white men's position in this society, Western society, and in the world writ large, and how they got there. So before we get there, everybody starts putting on their brakes way back before we even address why women of color, or that women of color have a thing for white men. We put our brakes on way back there, because if we ever were to address that, then we're going to have to address why and how we got here. Nobody wants to ever do that. Men of color writ large, it's not black men, we're not cowards, and we're not so up in our damn egos. But men of color and white men and women writ large, particularly women of color, all have this kind of unsaid, unwritten agreement where we just want to address it because then we're all going to be feeling kind of weird. Let Mr. Z be the fly in the ointment then, right? To hell with Asian men's egos, right? You'll ever watch Just Kidding News whenever all those Asian men keep on bombarding them, Bart and the other one, keep on bombarding them with pretty much racial hypergamy. They're no, man, it's not that. Shut up. We all know it is. Get out your goddamn ego. Right? Pathetic. Hey, everybody, the big lie. Hey, y'all want to know the big lie in America? The big lie is that white men are chasing after. Excuse me. The big lie is that black men are chasing after white women. That's the big lie. White men know the truth though, and it. Oh, you want to know about? You want to know what chaps their ass? White men know the truth. See, black women get to pretend like they don't know the truth, but white men know the truth. What's the truth, y'all? What's the truth, everyone? Is the truth that black men are chasing after white women, particularly obviously successful black men, or is the truth that white women are chasing after that BBC? Uh-oh. Huh? See, white men know the truth because white men are white boys. White men are white adolescents hearing their aunts and them, yes, even their conservative and Republican aunts, ooh, lusting after that BBC. Uh-oh. White men are there after their parents get divorced and know about their mom's secret rendezvous with Mr. Charlie from down the block. Uh-oh. They know. Huh? They know about their younger sister's escapades in high school with that football player. Uh-oh. They know about her escapades in college with, well, another football player. White men know. Black women like to pretend like they don't know. No, it's black men chasing after. Shut up. You know it. You know it's them white girls chasing after black men. Stop it. Huh? Excalibur. Yeah, for the wild ones be on that. That's what they're on, right? Huh? That too, Passport OG. Oh no, we talking the real stuff today. We talking the uncomfortable stuff today. And Passport OG says, not the BBC. It's the man that cares if she arrives. Huh? Black women, fine. We'll own it. Black men are nothing but big D and swag. Yes, but you're right. Let me translate that to what you really mean. Black men actually care about a woman's pleasure. Uh oh. You know how we know? Because those women that those non-black women let us know that we care about their pleasure. Be honest, white women, y'all be excuse me, not white women. Be honest, black women. Freudian slip there. Be honest, black women. Y'all be sacrificing a lot for that white peen, for that white lifestyle. That's why y'all be cheating on your white husbands with black men still. Oops. Huh? See, The truth of the matter is, what black men have been able to do specifically in the West writ large, shout out to my Jamaicans, shout out to my Haitians, shout out to my black Americans, shout out to my black Brits, my black Canadians, is we took that position of socio-political, socio-economic bottom, as opposed to white men being on the socio-economic top of the food chain, and we made it look cool. We made swag out of nothing. See, that doesn't get appreciated in this society. Black men created swag out of nothing, to the point where you got middle class, upper middle class, maybe even some rich white women who, on their bucket list, something they gotta do, whether young or old, before they leave this earth, is experience a black man, be embraced by black men. We're not even talking sexual yet. Name me all the other men that have done that. Why they complain on social media, and white men call them race cells. Go ahead. Name me the other men that did that. East Asian men, y'all did it. Oops, no. South Asian men, y'all did it. Oops, no. Huh? Who else? Indigenous men? Those numbers say different, but I ain't gonna go in on indigenous men. Who? Huh? So, with that, white men, you gotta eat this. Oh no, no, y'all don't get to complain. You gotta eat this. See, if you were actually challenging the class structure in your community, then maybe we could have a conversation, but you're not. You're really trying to be up there with your elite cousins and them. And so eat what comes with that. You're not actually challenging the hierarchy over it. You're not even challenging the hierarchy in your own group. The class structure y'all got going over there, you're not challenging it. You're angry, you're seething, you're complaining, but you're not challenging it. And because you're not challenging it, then eat what comes with that. And what comes with that are your spoiled brat ass sisters, white women, and them not wanting to be with you and secretly having some fun with Tyrone. Oops. Huh? Holding out for the rich white elite man and having some fun with Tyrone. God forbid Tyrone has some money. She gone, and she ain't never coming back. She gonna be coming though. Oops. Coming, but not coming back. Huh? So I listened to Mr. Goldberg. Like I said, he didn't say anything necessarily um antagonistic, and I'm doing way more in this conversation. I'm going, but y'all know who Mr. Z is, so Plus, this was some stuff I wanted to get off my chest anyway. Reading and watching some of these comments from these weirdo white dudes in the white manosphere. I know most brothers are not about that action and going to war with them. I'm always about it when it comes to them, right? Because whenever we get to into the race conversation, white men start doing the it don't matter. Shut up. Huh? Because to be frank with y'all, most of the issues that we're dealing with in the West writ large is because of you. Oops. and your ancestors. Yikes. I said it. Weaponized feminism against black men in the black community, and it spilled right over into the white community, and it's slowly biting up into y'all class structure. And Mr. Z is over here with the Mr. Burns fingers. Huh? Now, average white men don't know what to do with themselves because their sisters are spoiled brats, courtesy of elite white men. What's going on, Dave Ramsey? Better you. You feel me? Excellent. They didn't tap in on my fingers, right? Huh. Yeah, they can't do the passport because they feel like they're in between a rock and a hard place, right? And shout out to Lion. And Lion says, hence why white men are bowing out of dating because they feel like they're and that's what Goldberg was saying. Martin Goldberg was saying. One of his I guess subbies or whatever was kind of throwing a fit in his comment for another video, pretty much saying like we're stuck between, you know, 4'11", 5'2" South Asian or Southeast Asian women or a-hole westernized white women. Yes. Yes. Huh? What you think black men got to go through? Huh? We're stuck between tatted to hell, a-hole, mean, condescending black women or age like crap ass white women who at least think we're cool. Still gonna divorce us, still an a-hole, entitled brat. Worse than black women, actually. But because black men, by and large, don't have the economic and social status of white men, when it get uncool, then she divorce and take the mixed kid and maybe raise them like they white, which completely destroys them, or gets mad and calls them the N-word occasionally. What's going on, Logic's mom? Oops. Oh no, this is the real conversation, y'all. This is the real conversation. This is the conversation now. Whenever men of different groups get together, that everybody tries to avoid. Huh? This is the conversation that everyone tries to avoid. This is the one that makes people cringe. Yes, penis size. Oh god damn, Z. Swag. You know the thing you can't pay for. Personality and charisma. Plotting ass women, particularly the women of color. Actually, that sounds pretty damn peaceful, D. Scott. D. Scott says, I chose the Xbox overall and walks in the park with my camera. Now that sounds peaceful. Walks in the park with the camera, just taking pictures. Some nice things. Right? And Leon says, Z, go on Carnival Cruise, and there will be a endless number of white women from all ages to knock down. I have this history, and I was more in shape before COVID. These ladies buy drinks too. I bet. I bet. If you want to see Miss Z mad, that's the one thing she. Hey, if you've been in a relationship with a black woman and you ain't hear this, look, um, you stepping out. Eh, I ain't saying I'm not gonna have an issue with it, but But if it's a white woman, right? Alexa, play the ending scene of Thin Line Between Love and Hate, please. Right? Well, not the ending scene. That was in the hospital when he was okay. The second to last ending scene. Right? So that's the one thing. Ms. Z is pretty damn chill, but that's the one thing with standard black women conversation. That's the one thing she said. Hey man, if it's a white woman, bro, I don't even know what to tell you. Right? That's the one that I might go ape on. Ain't no might. She will. Lucky for her, I'm not interested. Huh? No, white men. No, y'all gotta eat this. Y'all gotta eat this. Undead Chronic. No, y'all gotta eat this. All of y'all. Aaron Clary, Rolo Tomasi. Yeah, I'm naming them today. All these white dudes who pretend like they don't know what this is. Nah, y'all eat all of it. Huh? White men got this thing where they pretend like they first they pretend it's not a thing, or they try to play it down and minimize it, and that's the real thing right there. Try to play it down and minimize it. You see them in the comments for the what is the name of that brother that you know what? Give me a second because I want to say this brother's channel name. Y'all give me a second. Austin, was it Durham? Dunham. What I said Durham. Dunham. Austin Dunham. Right? The brother, the good looking brother, chisel chin, that has the video. You know, he says the truth about interracial dating. Trigger warning, right? And he mentions essentially he mentions the dating divide type of statistic that we speak on often here, and and he says what Z says, which is like you're not ugly, you're just not white. That and like he goes on to say like you fit a niche, that's cool. Find your lane, you know, find your lane, find the women that like you, that like your look. Keep it moving, right? No crying, no nothing. Man, them white dudes in the comments copping, please like a mug. It's not a race thing. Shut up. See, I could understand if Dunham was complaining about it or whatever, right? Dude is not. He stated what we know, fact, based off of history, the way women, particularly women that are probably outside of your race, how they categorize you, and he kept it moving. All them white dudes in the comments copping, please, right? Thank you, Line. Line says Rolo and Aaron Clary know it. They get up to the line but won't cross it. Well, I see it all the time. I see it all the time. And it's not because, let's be very clear, it's not because it's not I would argue some of that is the I'm not gonna do the woke thing, right? Not so much for Rolo. I think Rolo would do the woke thing. I don't think he's afraid of that. I think Aaron Clary won't because of his political stance and his political views, right? KMS, you know it. Let me read KMS. Let me read this now. KMS, you know it. Bruh. Thank you for the super chat. And KMS is finally I caught you live. Welcome back. Here's some relief for going on vacation with your lady. I know what that's like, bro. You know. Hey, Kim, you know it. KMS, you know it, bro. You know it. I'm. Let me don't throw her all the way in the bus. She wasn't digging in Mr. Z pockets like that, like that. She wasn't doing that, right? I got lucky in that respect. I'll be honest. I'm not even gonna throw her under the bus like that. She wasn't digging in Mr. Z pockets like that, like that. But just because of the nature of the trip, you already know how that go, right? Just because of the nature of it, yeah. I ain't come back with lint in my pockets, but right? KMS already know, right? Well, I will say this before I even finish reading. I just glimpsed over the first line of Lion's comment. What I will say is these are still white men, and even if they would go there with the conversation, you know, they audience ain't trying to hear it, right? You know it. And so Lion says, no, Rollo isn't afraid of it because he stays within the lines of dating. True. He believes the red pill should remain apolitical, even though it still spills into dating thanks to the women. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna leave this up for a little bit. Let's play Jim. Give me a second. I'm gonna leave this up for a little bit because KMS killed me with this because he already know. Right. Man. Got another one. Oh, does that mean I have to get Popeye saying, you know, I'm not opposed to it? You know, I'm not opposed to it. And KMS says, and here's to Popeye's fund. I know you're going to be pulling down hours to make up. I've been there too. So now I gotta get Popeyes. Y'all funding the habit. Oh, my lady gonna be annoyed by that. Not yeah, she ain't gonna really be annoyed by that like that. I do need to get in the gym though, KMS. I ain't gonna lie to you. My girl goes to the. We are so backwards, y'all. Mr. Z talks. She don't really talk like that. Mr. Z hasn't been in the gym in God knows. My girl goes to the gym at least 3-4 times a week, and she actually. So I'm pretty sure Raj won't have a problem with me exposing this, but it's on my side exposed, not on his side exposed. I said to Raj one time, I was talking to my lady, and she was like, "Yeah, no, I go to the gym, and you know, she's like, I like the way it feels. I like working out. I like getting the burn in." Which great answer. And then she also said, "And I like looking good for you when we go out." And that I was like, "See, you trying to get in that ring? Like you. Who are you following? I need to check her YouTube again. I need to check it, right?" Because whoever's teaching you is doing a great job, and it's kind of scary. But yeah, you doing the right. See, your mama taught you right. That's way too much. Well, if I get the it's like the wingettes. I could definitely do a 12-piece. I can't do the regular 12-piece. That's a family meal. Like said, she running that game, bro. Isn't she? And it was like it was such a not what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't like a rehearsed type of answer, right? I'm like, oh, you trying to get that ring. I see you. You stay doing that. You're gonna get the ring. You're gonna get the ring, right? You're gonna get the ring. Stay doing that, right? BJ the lawyer says she applying pressure, bro. And this is not even a recent, by the way. I'm like, hey, That came off way too smooth. I'm like, who's running game on who? You gotta check your pants and make sure you're the man in the relationship. Be like, wait a minute, I'm the goddamn man in the relationship. Wait a minute. Right? PJ said, ain't mad at her. You see me? Lon says, tell her to send me a cousin or something that goes to the gym. Oh man. Let in that respect line, let's just say I haven't met all the ones on the dad side. The other one that I've met on the dad side is cool as hell too, right? Cool as a fan. But I won the lottery on the mom side. Wait, no. Yeah. And a part of the dad side too, I won the lottery. Yeah, we'll say that. So, but I got to get to the gym too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Before she leave me for a lion. Before she leave me for one of these 6'3" gym going ass dudes. Oh man. Z, your rhetoric has gotten really. You remember you told us to check in on you if you start sounding a little like you're going off the reservation. Your rhetoric has been getting real harsh lately. You okay? She left me, man. Right? She left me, man. Lion came and he visited, and she left, man. F line, I ain't messing with this thing no more. It's on site. Oh man. Right? No, but hey man, this I joke like this first of all because I have like that type of sense of humor. But life is real. Like there are no guarantees, and I could tie that right back to what we're speaking about with this racial hypergamy thing. There are no guarantees. You do things for a more preferable outcome to make one outcome far more likely, right? But like there are no guarantees in life. This is a roller coaster, right? This is a roller coaster. Okay. All right, Lion. Lion, Leon sell you out. Leon said she not going to leave you for a guy talking about creatine shakes and what type of brown rice he eats with chicken breast. Hysterical. Not all the Gym Brothers be sounding the same though, but that's funny because that is definitely a Gym Brothers type of conversation, a Gym Bros type of conversation. You're right, Passport OG. And Passport OG said you have to make that leap of faith one way or the other. That's how life is, right? If you're not gambling in life, I don't mean like literally gambling money, but then what are you doing? Like, and I think the whole reason we're even together is because I wear my heart on my sleeve. And when you're not necessarily afraid of getting your heart broken, you just move around relationships and dating completely differently. The money is a thing too, right? I don't want to be taking it, but like I already told y'all about the time chick I was dating like pretty much got what $400 something out of me. And we even smashed that night. So I already exposed myself with that. What when you are all right-ish enough to date financially, a chick getting 60, 80, $100 out of you on a date and she was doing a foodie call, yeah, it sucks, but that's not the thing. When you get out of your ego and you're okay with a bruised ego, or you're okay with getting your little feelings hurt because you thought she was feeling you, but she's not feeling you, or she's not feeling you the way you thought, right? Or she kind of has you as a back burner thing. because she's waiting for her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend to get his mind right. Once you get out of your ego like that, yeah, that don't really mean nothing anymore, right? Prospero G said first 3-4 years after divorce hurt. After that, you're good. You see? Better you send her a Cash App request for payment after the date. That's so petty. Hey, that is hysterical petty. That's hysterically petty. Better you. Oh, that's hysterically petty. Shout out to Dr. Thunder. I gotta shout out Dr. Thunder because of where we are in the conversation. Dr. Thunder, I don't know if you remember this. You gotta remember this, Doc. We were speaking about something, and I made an analogy of like relationships and avoiding being in a crash, and like you avoid the crash, and you're watching people spit out around you. And Dr. Thunder said the funniest thing in the world to me. He was like, "No, you get in the crash, you spin out, you just make it out the crash alive," or something like that. You said, or you said you spin out but you spin into the right direction. And I thought that was the funniest thing in the world because that sounded way better and more accurate than what I was saying. Because I was talking like you can avoid all the cars spinning out around you and not crash out. And Doc was like, no, 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 no. Wait a minute. No, you gonna crash out. You just hope to be alive after the crash or be facing the right direction and alive after the crash. And I was like, that's real, right? And that's y'all have no idea how much I appreciate the Black Manosphere, right? Lions did that to me one time too. I don't care. I don't remember what we were talking about. We're talking about something, and I was like, I said it's okay to be emotional but not respond emotionally or something like that. He was like, no, 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 you can't even do that, right? I can't remember what we were talking about. It was like months ago, right? But yeah, no, when Doc said that killed me. That was, oh man. See, Passport OG seconded it. Passport OG said, no, you go and crash. All right, Line. So he sent me an email. All right. I'll check it in a minute. Right. Who else? And I think Dr. Thunder once again and Black Uru, because these are married men, right? And this is the wisdom of married men. And we were speaking about something, and I said, "Is it better?" No, and it was Art New Style too. Art New Style is another one. Gotta shout that brother out. And I said something. Is it better to have the knowledge and the skill in marriage, or is it better to have the luck? And all three of them said the luck. These are all three married men. Two of them previously divorced, and all three said luck. Art New Style, Black Uru, and Dr. Thunder. They're in three different places around the country, three different experiences, but these are three Black men, varying ages, and they all said the same thing: luck. Luck over skill in marriage. And I thought I had to sit with that for a little bit. First of all, I thought it was funny as hell, right? Like, not funny as a joke way, like funny as in like, oh, this is funny. But also, I had to sit with that, like, really, that's what we do. It's a gamble, right? D-Scott said too, luck. Lion said true, like, they're right, yes. Telescope said 20 years now, luck. Right? Telescope said, I'm 20 years in, luck, Z. D-Scott said, I've done it twice. Ken Seeing Red said, separated after 29 years. It's definitely luck. Y'all killing me. Look. Man. Hysterical. Luck, man. Luck. And even, y'all know I'm not married, but even with my relationship with my lady, y'all, I've said it before, I was dating, let me see, 1, 2, 4. Like 3 and a possible. I ain't even gonna claim the all 4. 3 and a possible. By the way, I don't suggest it for all you brothers that like financially, you don't really got look date. If you're dating and you're actually like going to restaurants and stuff, not smart. I learned my lesson. That's it's just gonna dig a hole in your pocket. Trust me, I know I did it. Would I do it again? Maybe, right? I wouldn't spend as much though. I maybe wouldn't have gone to the same restaurants, but it was worth it because I end up really being chill with my lady. But once again, she was the one that really didn't care what type of restaurant we went to. So there you go. Um, but yeah, no, it was luck because I could have easily chosen one of the other girls, and I would not be here right now. We first of all, we wouldn't be still together, and the one I would say, quote unquote, was the runner up, if that makes any sense. Yeah, we definitely would not have still been together. There's no way, right? Because I saw the petite bourgeoisie ambition in her. And I don't think that that may not necessarily be a bad thing, but that's not where I am. Especially that's not where I am at this stage in my life, right? And I can imagine the growing resentment that would have been there for me not seeming to be aspirational enough, especially right now in my life, if that makes any sense, right? Because y'all know Mr. Z is blue collar, but because of the way I speak and the way I present, the way I dress, and she didn't meet me obviously outside of work. Um, Even when you tell women this is what I do for a living, they hear you. They hear what you said. They heard it. It clicks, but they don't really appreciate what that is until they're there with you or they hear something, right? That telescope says addendum: luck and choosing wisely. Okay, okay, right. And I to be honest with you, I think I just got lucky. I think I just got lucky. Like, and then I agree with you guys on the luck. I agree with you on the luck because although my lady is college educated and her dad was the the boomers the boomers that maybe they didn't go all the way PhD. Her dad actually has a master's degree in poli sci. Funny enough, um, yeah, like that never really mattered to her, really, right? Yeah, Doc. And Doc says they think they can change you. Yeah, yes, definitely. And Lion says, I'm white collar IT, but my dad was blue collar. I think for men it's different because I think I'm talking about like real obviously self-actualized mature black men. I don't know if we put that much stock into formal education in that way and the status of it, particularly if you know what the hell you're talking about, especially if we're not talking about our particular field, right? That like, okay, I've been on Dr. Thunder's channel how many times? I'm not gonna challenge Dr. Thunder on music. What? Right? But when we're talking politics, my major was poli sci in college. If obviously, if y'all couldn't tell, and I can engage with Dr. Thunder, and Dr. Thunder's not gonna throw his degree in my face or like imply it to badger me over the head with it. You see what I'm saying? So men just, I see the same thing with Art New Style. I see the same thing with Black Uru, right? Because it's. Do you know what you're talking about? Okay, then. All right, we're good. We're good. Even when it difference of opinion, right? So shout out to the Roger Report because I really see the Roger Report as a big brother on top of that. Y'all give Z 1 second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And this is why people, we call it a reckless stream, because it's reckless right now. No, I'm still here. I'm still here, Telescope. I'm still here. Right. Gonna have to handle some business in a minute. And you see, talking about that, let's address this. And a split Jim says, and I like gonna struggle to pronounce this, Dematch Dim. A split Jim, you're gonna have to explain this. Mr. Z is lost. He's lost. And I'm gonna read this one now. And the toxic masculine says, Martin Goldberg is an ex pickup artist mystery. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Ah, I did not know that. Right. But yeah. Passport OG said, either way you win. And Passport OG said, Mr. C, go ahead and marry that girl. If she leave you, she'll create Kevin Samuels 2.0. Hysterical. Look, Mr. I definitely could dress like Kevin. But Mr. Z ain't tall like Kevin, and Mr. Z don't got a hairline. Kevin still had a hairline at 50 something. Mr. Z hairline been gone since at least his mid 20s, right? So that's hysterical, right? That's hysterical. Oh, he said, I'm here trying to create all the super chat. Indigo says, and thank you for the super chat. Reckless tax, it's only right. Play Alexa, play what's the brother's name again? Ty Dolla Sign's only right. Right, y'all give Mr. Z 1 second. I know I'm going through a dead zone. Y'all give Z 1 second. And Gyogami says, and thank you for the super chat. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. And Gyogami says, nature, women being females, since estrogen, BC. Look, I having an older and younger sister, being around women, actually listening to women. There's a joke in there somewhere. Listening to women, speaking to women, not trying to get into their drawers. Once again, yeah, you learn that women aren't dumb. They're not slow. They're not dumb. They're not children. They just want to do what they want to do, however they want to do it. And to hell with the consequences if they don't care about the consequences. That's what you're here for, man. Literally. Right? Let me just do what I want to do, and you could just be here on the side to fix it after it breaks, if it breaks. Right? Somebody tells me he's lying. And protect me from myself, even though I'm going to make it hell for you to protect me from myself. Right? Oh, Dimash. Oh, yeah. Train tracks. For those of you that y'all are also learning Creole with Z, right? That's where we are right now. Shout out to Bruce Owen Wayne, wherever you are. Right? Dimash Saturday. I'm sorry, I said Saturday. Sunday, right? And I know I'm going through a little rough patch right now. Road is kind of bumpy. It really is. Right? So now we make way more sense because, Z's Creole is trash. Absolutely trash. It's really bad, y'all. I'm telling you. My dad is so disappointed. And low key, when you're younger and you don't take these things seriously, and then you low key, high key, you regret it as you get older. Z, right? Like I said, I can definitely understand Creole way better than I speak it, or read it, obviously. And like, there's some regret there because my dad speaks English, right? Heavy Haitian accent, but he speaks English, and the regret is that I didn't try to learn to speak Creole more when I was younger. And I gotta blame myself up for that because my sister sounds like a goddamn Haitian baby, and we grew up in the same damn house, right? Especially when she does her fake Haitian accent, my younger sister, it's funny. It's accurate and funny as hell, right? Me, on the other hand, you're like, there's no way. No, we grew up same house, same parents, right? She just cared about it way more than I did, so that's what I get. All right, and y'all gives you 1 second. I am looking for something or someone. Wait a minute. Oh boy, they made it on the other side. Oh, okay, yeah, that sucks. Right? Yeah, definitely. We definitely on Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back around. We definitely are reckless right now. But y'all gives you 1 second. It ain't the end of the world reckless yet. Yeah. But yeah, no, I was covering this definitely today because listening to Martin Goldberg, and he didn't say anything too triggering, but I was already triggered because that's who I am. And as I said, when it comes to racial hypergamy, I think white men do obviously black men a disservice because that's historically what they've been doing for the past 500 years. But they also do themselves a disservice, and I'm all about watching them trip themselves up with this. But let's be honest, when they trip themselves up, some brothers do get caught up, right? And to hell with our ego in not looking woke, Donovan Sharp, um, right? Because we can't admit what it is. Although I will say Donovan Sharp actually does admit what it is. But then we get into the I don't want to sound woke, and then everything goes to crap after that. Um, yeah, that part. So y'all gives you 1 second. This second might be longer than a second. And y'all talk amongst yourselves, and let me figure this out real quick. Regular streams, y'all go ahead. I'm back, y'all. Y'all give Z 1 second. I'm still here. All right, y'all. We are back. We are back. Reckless, right? And Bruce and Wayne says, let's read this real quick. L'église dimanche matin ak pastezi. So he says, look what I told y'all. Like sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. So he said church this morning, this Sunday morning with Pastor Z, and there you go. Bruce and Wayne, tell me I was wrong. Look at Mr. Z being loud and wrong. No, I was right about this one. I'm pretty confident about this one. Right. Indigo says hallelujah because that's how we say it. And it's true. It's funny because it's true. Right. No, but I definitely want to speak about this. I think this matters. The reason why it matters is until we can move away from this, and I think we way more grown than we actually are. Z, what are you talking about? I think we think we're more grown than we actually are. I think a lot of childhood trauma, rejection, even adult trauma, rejection, um, has a lot to do with how we are raising our children. So the very interesting juxtaposition that black women and white men find themselves at screws over black boys, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at, right? That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm getting at. So for Z, until we could get a handle on whatever the hell this is that's happening, this little weird socio-political love triangle that black women have in their minds between white men and black men, I don't know if we can produce the type of black men that would be black boys before, obviously, that would actually challenge for what Martin Luther King said, that we're going to challenge white folks to do what they said they were going to do on paper, right? And America writ large, because he actually said America and what it said it is on paper or something along those lines. Mr. Z, you're butchering Mr. Martin Luther King's quote. I am, but yeah, and I put that firmly at the intimate relationship or lack thereof, and the familial situation, definitely lack thereof, between black men and black women, right? So I don't really see how we move forward until this thing gets addressed. I'm tying that to me addressing Martin Goldberg today because white men often play coy with this. And you heard, or actually it was said also in the book The Dating Divide. That's what the authors were getting at when they say, white folks ignore the advances. They see it and they ignore the advances of people of color, right? Um, I think they play coy and ignore a lot, because to acknowledge it is to acknowledge the fallout of a white dominated planet. And like, it's just human to take everything positive and leave the negative from whatever you do, right? Understandable, but this is the thing, they can't actually leave the negative because they're stuck here on planet Earth with the same people that their ancestors screwed. They're stuck here with the same people their ancestors screwed. I mean, like, literally screwed sometimes, a lot of times, right? So it's not just a little thing to minimize and play down the way whiteness plays in the imagination of women of color, right? The way whiteness plays in the minds of women of color. Huh. So that's why I covered this today, you guys. I was a little annoyed, right? Because, like I said, I watched it originally when it was suggested to me well, it was a few weeks ago, not even been a month ago at this point. Um, I watched it and I had some things to say. I don't think it was as much as I did today. And it was definitely not as kind of snarky as I was today with this. Um, but I think I just get frustrated listening to the white guy's white guy, um, and like play this kind of two-step dance with gender and women and women's performance. And I want also to always make the distinction between what we're saying here and what white guys are saying. And I think the thing that stands out to me the most right now is a Tim Pool clip I was watching maybe last week. Last week, I want to say it was last week or the week before. And Tim Pool had a guest on, and the guest apparently has like, I don't know, 3, 4 girls and like a boy. And he said he speaks about playing basketball with his son, and et cetera, et cetera. And Tim Pool kind of puts him in this really interesting position and says, well, what about if one of your daughters said that they wanted to play basketball with you? And he was like, he kind of looked befuddled, like, why would she say that? And like, he tried not to answer the question. And Tim pressed him on answering the question, right? Tim Pool pressed him on answering the question, which is like, no, I need to answer. What about if one of your daughters, wanted to play basketball with you? And he said, I think I would entertain her, and I would maybe play with her, but I would let her know, like, this is not what women do. This is not what girls do. And I thought to myself, how many black fathers would do that to their daughter? Right? How many black fathers would do that? Or would they see in their daughter like, okay, wait, maybe we can make something happen here, right? Okay, she's interested, and we played the first day, and then she came back the second day and say, Daddy, teach me how to play basketball or something, right? And listening to that white guy say that, I'm like, see, that's the difference. We talk to black women about their bad behavior. We speak to them and try to nudge them in ways that are positive for them and for black men. But I don't know if black men writ large, maybe you got 1 or 2 brothers, are stomped down like gorilla pimping, backhanding black women and black girls on what they're gonna do and what we're not gonna teach and what we're not gonna do. Like, I don't know if we're there as black men writ large, right? I don't know if we're at the, I know how to play and I'm gonna play basketball with your brother, but I'm not gonna play basketball with you, right? Or I'll play with you once or twice, but then I'll explain to you, like, this is not what you do. This is not a girl thing. You need to be inside with a teacup set or something like that. Like, I don't know if black fathers are there with their daughters or if black men are there with black women writ large, right? And I like to emphasize that, to say, as much crap as black women talk about black men, they're full of crap because black men are not doing that, right? Like, that white man sat there and said that on Tim Pool's show blatantly. Y'all tell me what What black man is doing that? Is saying that to his daughter, or would and would have the balls to even if he would say that to his daughter, would say he would say that to his daughter on a internet show, get tens of thousands, got hundreds of thousands of views. So let's say there is a black man that would say that to his daughter. He'd be so bold enough to say he would say that to his daughter, right? So like that's why you know I make the distinction, right? And and speak on the differences between what black men are saying and what white men are saying, right? That part too, you know. So yeah, and let me get a one in the chat if you guys can hear me, right? And I haven't seen the chat move any bit since I came back, so I might just be talking to myself. It's possible, right? And while you guys do that, y'all gives you 1 second because I might be in a dead zone again. So y'all gives you 1 second. Oh yeah, no, we cooking red grease. Y'all can hear me. All right, all right, all right. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. And y'all get, as a matter of fact, y'all gives you 1 second again. Regulus. As a matter of fact, hopefully you guys can hear me. Let's read this. And Indigo says, where'd all those black WNBA players come from? Did their mothers teach them how to ball? Exactly. 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 Right. So that's why I make the distinction also to say like what we talking about over here is not what the white men are talking about. Although we have people that try to conflate the two for their own gains and to you know demonize black men in the black manosphere. But of course and they gotta attach black men to whatever the hell white men are talking about. Um, dear black divestors or whatever, so that they can make what we're sounding like even worse, right, than what the white guys are talking about. But of course, and y'all gives you 1 second, y'all talk amongst yourselves. And we're back. And Lion says, man, please, them white dudes be letting they ish fly in FNF Rumble chats. I bet. I bet. Right. And that's why you see me respond with the type of content I put out when it concerns them. Eat everything. Eat everything that you get. When them white women rip y'all to shreds in divorce court, eat that. When they take half, eat that. When those Asian women are resentful because they thought you were supposed to be King Kong white man and they resent your ass and they rip y'all apart and they destroy that kid, eat that. That mixed kid, eat that. Those sisters that rip y'all apart, right? Eat that. Huh? Right? Baby trap your ass with a mixed kid, eat it. Right? Because if that's the game y'all want to play, then eat that. And most of y'all can't insulate yourselves with the money because you don't got it like that. Oops. Right? Right? So yeah, no, I yeah. The land that their little probably underhanded racist and anti-black comments fly, and yeah, like I said, the Dunham brother that put out that video that, well, it's really a short, and and I want to say it was a white dude probably that said in the comments, Chad and Tyrone are a race among themselves or something like that, onto themselves, something like that. I was just like, that's such a convenient ass response to this short, right? Absolutely, completely inaccurate. But what a convenient ass, Brad ass answer to what he's saying here, right? And it's understandable, you know, if you want to maintain a hierarchy, those of you that are lower down on the hierarchy won't acknowledge what it is and won't acknowledge how much you're working or how much you resent not being at the top, right? The last thing you want to do is acknowledge that this is a thing, this is a hierarchy, and I want to keep it that way. My real resentment is that I'm not at the top, and the women of my group are not respecting, right, my position as a white man. Yawn. Right. So, yeah, no, we know what this is. Right. We know what this is. Oh man, gotta go the one way this way and then one way the other way. Once again, reckless. When you thought you did the thing that you needed to do, and you did, but somebody else didn't, and so you got to do it again. Right? Talk about time wasting. Right? Talk about time wasting. Respect my authority. What's going on, Dre? Right? Yeah, no, we know that's what they're saying, right? And if y'all been checking out Z's channel, you'll see what I'm saying is you don't have to, but there are some consequences to that, right? What I say is, hey, there is some math here that you're not doing. That's a black man in the black manosphere saying, hey, there's some math here that you're not doing. Shout out to Lion, as Lion says, right? You're not accounting for men's you're not putting men and factoring men into the equation of your hypergamy and what men want, right? And what men desire, black men particularly, right? That is not what the white guys are on over there. They're on some stomping down gorilla pimping, right? Which is funny because they're really not. They are, but they're not. Because they are the most soft, simp-hearted ass, one blowjob away from blue pill ass, cipher ass, cipher from the Matrix ass, men, and the whole entire conversation. Y'all one blowjob away. Old turncoat ass motherfuckers, right? And as soft-hearted as we are, I think we're far more principled than they are. Right? We're far more principled than they are. Because I think brothers are who they are. I think these mothers just some resentful A clowns. I said A clowns, ass clowns. Um, yeah, who are like one blowjob away from renouncing all of this and being blue pill like a mug. Right. Good point, Dre. And Dre says, I mean, FNF was wearing clan robe, clan hoods. You can't be surprised they allow racist BS. True. Right. Lansing compared to who? I'm saying the average black man compared to your average white man. I'm not even just average white man. Let's take it a step further. Your average black man compared to your supposed red pill white man. Right. That brother might be more soft-hearted, but I think the average brother is far more principled than even these white, quote unquote, red pill white dudes. I think especially the single ones, the resentful ones, the angry ones, um, are just one. They're really just one blowjob away from being blue pill, right? All that crap they were talking about the trad cons and all that stuff. Yeah, man, you'll play that game. You'll play that game. If I present to you um the 5'11" tall, freaking blonde, blue eyed, um, white girl with zero body count and Christian. Yeah, you ain't challenging nothing. Stop it. All right, stop. Mr. G, I said Mr. G, Mr. Not Mr. G, Mr. Z is just saying the quiet part out loud with that one. Say that. Say that. And Alonzo says, and thank you for the super chat. Alonzo Robinson says, two people who can't stay out of black men's spaces, white men and black women. Bruh. Right? Anybody want to take collusion? Right? Anybody want to say collusion? They both got the same problem, ain't it? Black men, oops. Huh. They both got the same problem. Both of them can't keep the BBC out their mouth. Oops. And I meant it the way I said it. Huh? If y'all ain't know Mr. Z could be petty, I'm just saying. I meant it the way I said it. If y'all really want to start talking secrets and whatnot, right? Open kept secrets of America. If y'all really want to talk about open kept secrets of America, it's gonna get real ugly, huh? Right? Oh, it's gonna get real ugly, weird, and real rainbow. Right? Now, what the hell is going on? I thought y'all said y'all was a Christian nation. Right? You people are full of crap. They really are. Right? Yeah, I've seen it. And shout out to Leon. Um, Thanks for the super chat. And Leon says, white men are now using the word gynocracy. Wait, but the majority of y'all are police and military to protect your gynocracy. Amazing. It all makes sense now. Yes. Right. Recall Mr. Z saying they the society is using women as the buffer class. And who's protecting that? right? Who's protecting that, right? Not even just them. Who else I saw using it? And Dre says they've been saying Ganocracy for months now. Nick Fuentes and Sandman both use it. It was I saw someone else use it. I'm trying to see who else did I hear use the term Ganocracy. Who else did I hear use it? A white guy. Who else did I hear use it? It wasn't just them two, right? Man, y'all better give BGS his props. Y'all be stealing his stuff and y'all don't even say his name, right? If they know who Kevin Samuels is, they definitely know who BGS is. Stealing his stuff and running off with it. Look, we got issues when brothers do it. We definitely got an issue when you white guys do it. It's not like y'all not used to doing it. Oops. Right? Huh. Right? And y'all give Z 1 second. Actually, I'm trying to get her. Boom. Yep, she got it. All right. So I am in a bit of a better position. Okay. I gotta chase down someone real quick because I have to get this thing from them, and they don't look like they realize what's going on because they don't. And y'all gives you 1 second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And we are back. Right? Leon said the white pill. Leon described the white pill. What's the white pill? Hysterical. Right. I don't know. I want to see how you describe this before I agree or disagree. Train tracks, train tracks, train tracks. Right. Got some. Oh crap! I gotta get a move on. I gotta get a move on. Hopefully, I'll knock this out, and then I won't have to worry about that for a little while. Hopefully. All right. Huh. But yeah, no. The racial element of America is like America. Hey, I know it makes certain brothers cringe. I know it makes people writ large cringe when you bring up race in America because we're supposed to be over that. It's also what they say. It's only one color that really matters, green. And oh boy, when I can't put into words how annoying hearing that is. I don't know if there's a word in the English vocabulary for that, right? There's only one color that really matters, man. There's only one color that these women really care about. There's only one color the government really cares about. There's only one color. It's green. Shut up. What? Wait. here's a question. What part of American history tells you that's true? Oops. Huh? Green is the only color that matters? Yeah, that's it. Huh? Dre says the white pill is about hope and accepting. The red pill is it's pretty much a blue pill. Oh yeah, the black pill is pretty much red. Black pill is pretty much blue pill. Yeah. And y'all gives you 1 second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Hey, I started laughing before I even put the headphone on. His third line, that's hysterical. And the line says, all broke white dudes say that." You said dudes, but when I originally looked at the word dudes when I read this, I thought I heard dusties. I read dusties, so I really read it as all broke white dusties say that. That's why I was laughing. Either way, same difference, right? Line, we just gonna pretend like you said dusties and not dudes. I'm gonna read this as all broke white dusties say that. All right. Which either way it's accurate. Dudes or dusties. Broke white dusties, broke white dudes. No man, the only color that really matters is green. Shut your ass up. Because you don't even believe that. And if you do, maybe there's something wrong with you. Right? Maybe there's something wrong with you, or you clearly, well, I'm not even gonna say you didn't learn much in school because they don't really teach it in school now, do they? Shout out to Texas and Florida and probably the rest of the country soon enough. All right. Huh. God forbid we unsettle our nice white suburban kids with the true history of what's happened in America and who their goddamn ancestors were. Oops. Unless your ancestors were fighting in the Union Army, and even them, they were racist. They just had no choice. Wasn't supposed to say that out loud. Right? Like y'all ain't hear about the draft riots. Uh-oh. My uncle fought to free you people. Yeah, your uncle also fought Negroes in Harlem to not go to war. Oh, not supposed to say that part out loud. Right. So yeah, no, that's why I bring up what I bring up, y'all. That's why we covered this today. And shout out to and like I said, shout yourself out. There we go in the comments, and I'll pin it. for the Martin Goldberg, and I've checked out a couple of his other stuff. You know, he's not necessarily antagonistic. And he does say he had a he said he has a hint of brother in him. Oh boy. The silence is on purpose, everyone. Anyway, like I've said, you know, I'm not necessarily antagonistic to random white folks, including the ones I work with. Pretty cordial actually. But comments like these, bro, I don't even know what to do with them. Right? Right. So yeah. Go back to Africa. I wish. Tell me to go back to Africa so I could tell you what Eastern Europe looked like. Right? Go back to Africa so I could tell you you lost in Europe. That's why you're in America. Black people in the Americas had no choice. We were captured. You, on the other hand, you lost in Europe and got on the boat yourself. We were forced on the boat. You got on the boat yourself. Came to America, and guess what? If you're engaging with us online, you probably lost the racial war, the racial hierarchy, the intra-racial hierarchy war within your own race in America also, if you're engaging with us on the internet. Shouldn't you be out conquering things? Right? Loser! Right? Go back to Africa. I wish you would. Got something for your ass. Right? Detroit said, go back to Europe. Oh. Maybe, maybe not. And Lion said, I'm more red pill than most of the because I know even though I'm 6'3", muscular, and got money, a chick will still choose a dusty brat over me. Maybe. 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 Right? Maybe. Possibly. Maybe. Right? Now, a non-black woman? Oh, yeah, probably. A black woman? Maybe. Right? But definitely a Latina, yeah, she going. White guy's got her number. An Asian chick, that's not even a conversation. Right? That's not even a conversation. Right? A South Asian chick, that's probably, if she's Caribbean, maybe. But if she's from the motherland, if she's from Pakistan or India or Bangladesh or whichever one of those South Asian countries, yeah, she going. The white guy got her. Gone. That wasn't even a conversation. What are we talking about? Right? And like, that's understandable. We understand what that is. We understand the hierarchy. We understand how white men play in the imagination of most women on planet Earth, right? That's not the issue. These mothers be acting like this is not a thing. Like, are you insulting my intelligence? Are you trying to? Right? Like, I'm gonna get where I need to get anyway. But like, the insulting my intelligence, what's that about? Like, the minimizing what this is, what's that about? Right? Huh. That's one thing you gotta give the women of color. They're letting it be known now, right? As we said before, that you can't hide the racial hypergamy anymore. Now, white guys are still trying to play coy with it, but like, the women of color are so damn loud about it with their actions and their rhetoric. Ain't nothing to hide anymore, right? But see, to own it is to automatically be antagonistic. And like, we got to be honest, some of these brothers are not as civil as us, and the second the white guys start being, yeah, I'm white, some people gonna start getting some black eyes out here. Right? And not all of you have taken MMA classes, so right. Not all of you really know how to shoot, so I'm just saying. I hear you, white guys. So y'all still ain't really owning it because y'all ain't ready for the pressure. And just to own it, yeah, I'm white, so yeah, your chick's supposed to choose, right? Some of them got it in them to say it. How many? It's a different conversation there, right? But everyone, we will, because Mr. Z has to get a move on, reckless, right? And so we will pause right here, right? We will pause right here. Love piece of chicken grease. KMS, I need to take a picture of the Popeyes and post it. That's what I'm gonna do for. I got you, KMS. I got you. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do, right? Because I can't continue to stream right now because I got to get a move on. But I will be doing my possibly an extra long stream next week. You know, my what seems to be customary now, or kind of customary, 7-hour long streams apparently. So we'll shoot for next week and we'll see how that goes. But I will for KMS. Shout out to KMS. We'll be taking a picture of the Popeyes and I'll post it in my community tab. And I'll shout out KMS. That's what we'll do. Proof. There's your receipt, KMS. That's your receipt. That's what we'll do. KMS. Encouraging the habit. And we'll pause right here. Love piece of chicken grease, literally chicken grease, and y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content, for the love of God. And as I said, so we make a distinction and a difference between us and the white guys. I don't know if we're advocating or saying the same thing as the white guys. We're not. Might sound similar sometimes though. But yeah, that part. So making the distinction, showing the difference, there's a difference between distinction and difference, was important here. I wanted to take a couple of jabs at the white dudes because, number one. Number two, it does get under Mr. Z's skin, pun intended, watching them play coy and then go through it with women of color when they do go through it and then act like they don't understand. She thought you was a lottery ticket, Negro. Z, you said Negro to the white guy. I said it. She thought she was a lottery ticket and you aren't, so she resents you for not being what you were supposed to be. That part. Detroit, I don't know, but look, Detroit, you're about to start a whole war. Detroit said, before I closed out, and thank you for the super chat. Detroit says Bojangles still whooped Popeye's ass. I don't even know what language you're talking right now. This is worse than me trying to read Creole. Detroit, what are you saying? What language? What language are you speaking right now? I don't even understand what you're saying. Bojangles better than Popeyes. Out where? Right? Not Star Wars. And Venom cases. You were the chosen one, Anakin. Right? Hysterical line. Detroit says, "No, I'm speaking Bojangolese." Oh man, look, I see y'all trying to get me again. I see y'all. But let's pause right here for real. Before there's no longer a reckless streams. And we'll pause right here. Love piece of chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. Mr. Z out. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I'm gonna post our receipt for you, KMS. All right, y'all. Mr. Z out.